5:01. Roll call, please.
Trustee Chinla. Here. Trustee Aragón.
Present.
Trustee Gibson.
Here.
Trustee Silver. Here. Trustee Kwong. Here. Trustee Liu.
Here.
Trustee Wong.
Here.
Student Trustee Vega.
Any public comment on closed session items?
We have no public comment at this time.
We will recess to closed session. 2 items, Government Code 54957, Public Employee Discipline, Dismissal Release, 1 employee. Government Code Section 54957, Evaluation of Employee Superintendent President. Recess to closed session. Calling the session to order at 6:12. There's a report from closed session. In closed session, the Board of Trustees took action on public employee dismissal pursuant to Government Code Section 54957. The board voted unanimously to terminate the employment of a probationary employee in the position of educational advisor. No further details to report. Roll call, please.
Trustee Chinlow. Here. Trustee Aragon.
Present.
Trustee Gibson.
Here.
Trustee Silver.
Here.
Trustee Kwong.
Here.
Trustee Liu.
Here.
Trustee Wong.
Here.
Student Trustee Vega.
Thank you. Have the land acknowledgement. Trustee
Yes.
Kwong?
Before we begin, we believe it's important to open our meeting by acknowledging the indigenous land that we share. Pasadena City College is a learning community within the indigenous homelands of people who have been known as the Gabrielino Band of Mission Indians of the Shishikwaga Village and Keys Nation. We acknowledge the painful history of genocide and forced removal from this land on which we gather. We honor all indigenous people, past, present, and future, and their continued survival and contributions to our society. We also honor the legacy of the African diaspora and recognize that this country would not exist without the free and slave labor of Black people. We share these acknowledgments to raise awareness about the histories that are too often erased or forgotten, to recognize our place in this history, and to affirm our commitment to social justice, systematic change, and anti-racism.
Thank you. Student trustee, could you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please stand.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Approval/reordering of agenda items.
Motion to approve the agenda. Second.
Thank you. Student trustee, do you approve aye or no?
Do I say
Aye.
Thank you.
aye?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Introductions and recognitions.
Great. I'm pleased to introduce to the dais, or the lectern, I guess, Dr. Armine Dadarian, our Dean of Career Education, who is going to be making a presentation regarding an exciting new partnership with Pasadena's own Rusnick Motors.
Good evening, Board of Trustees and President Gomez. Thank you for that welcome. Tonight, we're going to be presenting the launch of a very exciting collaboration between Pasadena City College and the Rusnack Auto Group. And here with me right now is Valerie Mendoza, the Chief Administrative Officer of the Rusnack Group. So before we get started, I want to thank the PCC team that has been very integral to launching this program and get this moving. The first being Ken Chalkins, who really coordinated these efforts, Jackie Sokoto from the Freeman Center, who couldn't be with us but has done an amazing job, and our auto team, Rowena Domingo, Salvador Sanchez Diaz, and Emily Morrill, who have really championed this project. And if Valerie, you want to introduce your...
Good evening, esteemed trustees. Thank you so much for having us here today. As mentioned, my name is Valerie Mendoza. I'm the Chief Admin Officer of Rusnack Auto Group, and I'm joined today by two wonderful colleagues, Andrew Arizmendi, who is a VP of PRM, and Mike Marsh, who is our Director of Fixed Operations, who will be working in conjunction with the automotive team here. Thank you again so much. So just to talk a little bit about Rusnack in Pasadena, and I'm sure some of you are maybe familiar where we're at. In the heart of Old Town on Colorado Boulevard. We are actually celebrating Mr. Paul Rusnack's 60 years in Pasadena with his auto group. And so most of our brands, they are all imports. We have 14 stores, and those are not just in Pasadena, but spread across multiple counties. Orange County and Anaheim Hills, we have our Jaguar Land Rover dealership. In Ontario, we actually have a Genesis dealership. In Pasadena alone, we have an Audi dealership, Porsche, Bentley Rolls-Royce. We also have Ineos and Volvo. And am I missing any, gentlemen? Well, in Arcadia, we have Mercedes-Benz. And then I'm sure you've all seen our beautiful standalone Audi store on Eastern Colorado, which will soon be joined by a beautiful Porsche store that is going to be expanding there on that site. And so we currently have 700 employees that we serve. And really, we think of them as family members. As you know, Resnack Auto Group is a family company. So Mr. Paul Resnack believes that you have happy employees and you have happy customers because you have happy employees serving them. We are thrilled that when we started on this venture, we found out that we actually already have PCC alumni working for us. In our Audi store, our Porsche store, we actually have someone who is a foreman that was one of the alumni from your wonderful program. So we're very grateful for that. And so, again, just want to thank you and allowing us the time to go over the history of Resnack and Pasadena.
Okay, so if you could advance the slide for me, or can I? Is it here? Oh, thank you. Technology is always so fun. This one? Okay. So career education at PCC is a very important part of what we do, and our career education programs are very, very strong. We're proud of them. But the purpose of this collaboration is to augment what we do in the classroom. We have a wonderful ASE accredited auto program, but this is going to enhance hands-on delivery in an actual workforce setting environment for students to really be able to connect what they do in the classroom to real-world experiences. And we know that the intensity of growth for students is going to be really significant because they're going to be dealing in a workforce setting, working for an employer, not just answering to an instructor. The byproduct of this is we know that this is going to create a sense of belonging for our students. They're going to know that they belong somewhere like Resnack, which is a high-end elite auto group, right? They've got the training to be able to do it, but sometimes students may have imposter syndrome and not really believe in themselves. And this is going to give them the opportunity to know that they're moving into somewhere they belong and that they have the academic background in order to be able to do it, and realize that they have what it takes to be qualified to move into these roles. So this, did I go back too far? Okay, getting confused here. So this partnership is very similar to some of the things that we already have standing here at Pasadena City College, one of which is the Honda PAC program. We have internships with Pacific BMW. We have associations with the California New Dealers Association. And in other areas as well, the SNAP Corporation, which is graphic design and augmented reality, the AEG for marketing and event production, and even with Kaiser Permanente having paid internships and mentorship in business administration as well as HR. And so we like to drive home that C is for community, and that's what we're here for. We're here to serve our students and to serve our business partners in the community. So we welcome all types of partnerships. So the introduction between PCC and Pasadena while I've been here was during a meeting with Victor Gordo, our mayor, and he introduced us. So of course I whipped out my business card and said, join our advisory group, and they did, right? So they've been part of our advisory participation committee for the last several years and have given us invaluable feedback and input into how we should be moving forward. Over the summer, the PCC and Resnack working groups got together. So we did this very, very quickly. It was fast and furious. We're really proud of this. So the meetings began at the beginning of summer, and we've had wonderful collaboration. And I remember Ken going, can we really launch this in fall? Can we really do this in fall? And we're like, we got this, let's go, right? And so thanks to Jackie Sokoto and her leadership, she helped do the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, which is before you tonight for approval. And we were off and running with the Rusnak Fellows Program. So Valerie, do you want to come up? So we're really pleased that we have such an exceptional partner in the Rusnak Group in that they saw the value of this, and this is going to be a paid internship for about 5 students.
Yes, and just to go ahead and add to that, those 5 students are going to be between 2 of our, I think, most popular dealerships, which is our flagship in Arcadia, which is our Mercedes-Benz store. If you've been by there, it's right there on the corner and stands tall and shines bright. And then you're also going to see them at our Audi Pasadena store, which is wonderful because, as I mentioned, we already have alumni that came from that store. So really, you're working under some of the most qualified, and I'm sure Mike Marsh will agree with me, the most skilled groups that we have in the dealership due to a lot of tenure coming out of both of those dealerships.
And I just want to point out that this opportunity is going to be open to all of our auto students, but it is going to be a highly competitive and a highly selective process. Our faculty worked very closely with the Rusnak Group to review our curriculum and decide at what points our students would be ready to apply and enter into these dealerships. We came up with an application and a scoring rubric, which will be shared with all the students so they know what they're working towards and trying to attain. In coordination with the Freeman Center, they're going to be helping these students as they move along in the process with their interview skills and getting resumes ready to go. We're probably going to add another added layer of interviews to get students ready with our auto faculty that can ask the technical questions, as well as myself, and that's because I have heard I make people nervous. So I would rather the students be nervous with me and get that over with so that when they go on to having that interview with the Rusnak Group, they're ready. So the timeline of what this is going to look like is as soon as students are back in session in August, we're going to be having an info session at the beginning of September as the application process begins. Rusnak will be here with us. We'll be meeting with all of the auto students to explain to them what this opportunity is going to look like and what they will need to do on their end to be able to be eligible for this program. In October, we're going to begin the selection process where our PCC staff, and mostly it's going to be our auto faculty, that are going to be reviewing the students. And it's not just based on grades. It's based on, were you here on time? Were you in uniform, right? Do you have the soft skills of dealing with customers? So we're going to be looking at the overall picture and being very comprehensive in getting them ready for that interview process. Once we've done the interviews with them, they will then be invited to interview with the Rusnak Group, and they will be making the final selections of the 5 students that will be chosen. And in January, the students will begin their paid internships, working through June and through graduation, and hopefully afterwards, right, they will have proven themselves and be permanently hired within one of these dealerships. That's the goal for us. So, any questions? Yes.
Hi, thank you for this. Thank you to the Rusnak Group. This is really exciting, really good for our students. Right now we have a significant partnership with Honda, and we have a lot of Honda vehicles for our students to work on. Will their work on Honda vehicles be enough to carry over to a Mercedes and an Audi? Do we need an Audi and a Mercedes for them to work on, or how will that?
Are you purchasing that, Trustee Silver, for the institution?
We'll do a bake sale.
That's an excellent question, and obviously the hope would be that we could actually attain a vehicle that the students could train on that's going to be like what they will see in the auto groups, and maybe if they want to donate something to us, we'll gladly accept.
May I just make a comment on this? Congratulations to Mr. Paul Rusnak and the Rusnak Auto Group for this partnership. I know that Mr. Resnick has been a community partner for many, many decades here in the San Gabriel Valley. And the Resnick Auto Group has been very supportive of communities throughout the years, right? Supporting multiple organizations. To see the Resnick Auto Group partner with an education institution in this manner is very welcoming, and to have the opportunity for our students to have this hands-on experience. And I am a customer of Resnick. I go to the Pasadena Audi shop more than I would like to check the tires all the time. The tire pressure always comes up. So I am very much looking forward to the next time that I'm there, that there could be a PCC student being there in working with the car. But certainly the service has been excellent, and I just am so delighted to see, I'm happy for our students to see what will come about from this internship and potentially for this work experience. So congratulations to the team, and please extend our well wishes to Mr. Paul Resnick. Thank you.
All right, how long is the internship for?
From January through the end of the semester, May, June.
Oh,
Semester, well, more than a semester. Yeah.
So I want to just say, I actually have had 4 of your vehicles, and I right now I have 2, and I think you missed 2 PCC alums, because at the Volvo dealership 2 years ago, the person that checks you in at the service, not the service person, but there was a young man there, and he was putting, the protector thing on my seat, and he saw all of my PCC sort of stuff, and he's like, "Do you work at PCC?" And I was like, I wanted him to say, "Are you a student at PCC?" But no, I guess I don't look like a student. And I said, "No, yeah, I do work there." And he goes, "Oh, what do you do?" And then we got into that, and I finally said, "Well, I'm the president." He's like, "Oh, wow, okay." So this guy, okay, first of all, he loves the faculty at PCC. He loved the program. He said how wonderful, his experience at PCC was, and it was an entry-level position, and now he is actually one of the service, customers, he's at the desk. And it was so great to see that he started sort of in that entry-level position, and then a year later, he was working with these old grizzly veterans that had been there for 20 years. And so, and there's actually 2. He said that there was another person from, that he had gone to school with that was also somewhere in the dealership. So really, really exciting. And when you think of Colorado Boulevard, you have to think about 2 institutions, right? Pasadena City College and Resnick Motors. I mean, we've been here forever. So thank you so much for, helping us put this together.
Just echoing thanks as well, and I'm really excited to see that one of the placements will be at the Arcadia location. I represent the community of Arcadia, and I actually have a deep connection to the Resnick in Arcadia. Many years ago, as you all were doubling the size of Resnick, I grew up basically next to that facility because my dad used to own a small business there, and he was, retiring and winding down his business. But I used to walk past the Resnick facility in Arcadia pretty much every day, and so, it is a big portion of our community locally as well, and has made a significant impact into our city and our region certainly. So I'm really excited to see that we have students that will be in Arcadia. So thank you all for your work with our team. Thank you, Dean Dudarian, for all of your work, and everybody on your team as well. So thank you.
Yes.
So, hi, thank you for your presentation. I have a couple of questions. I mean, it's just, again, echoing the same thing, connecting real world experience, and especially pay for our students. So That's my first question. What is the amount? Is it a stipend? Is it
No, it will be an hourly rate.
an hour? It'll be an hourly
Yes.
rate. Do you know, just because I would want to promote, how much are
It's going
students?
to be $20 an hour.
Okay, so they'll be working approximately, how much the students approximately will be getting for this internship? Do you know? We can find out later if you don't know?
Yeah, it just depends on the number of hours that they put in.
Okay.
So these are going to be set up as work experience courses.
Okay.
So we'll be deciding each student's hours as each student gets set up within their internship.
Okay, great, that's wonderful. The other question I have is, how does this work in combination? I know we have a very robust automotive tech program, right? We have a couple of, 2, 3 certificates. I know one of our professors is here with us tonight. Does it work in collaboration with our current program? Will students be applying from our auto tech program, or is it?
Yes. So they will have had to, there's several ways that they can jump into this internship, but they have to complete the first introductory courses before we're going to be considering them eligible. But I will let Professor Sanchez-Diaz explain how that will work.
Yeah, so the students would have to take our intro class, basic electrical, engines, and then from there they have 2 different paths, advanced electrical and engine performance, or brakes and suspension. And that was the courses we got from talking to the dealership and talking to the shop foremans there, and we thought those were the most important ones. And then after that, so they're still gonna go through our program, get our certificates. So once they finish, they'll have our certificates, and then hopefully a job with Rusnak.
That's really awesome. So they do that in the fall, and then they do the internship in
They'll
the
actually
spring?
start in January, so in the winter.
Oh, winter session?
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. You answered my questions. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. And congratulations. Any public comment on non-agenda items?
We have no public comment at this time, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Move to approve minutes for Board of Trustees business meeting July 8th.
So moved. Second.
You moved and seconded. Student trustee. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Board committees reporting out. Any board committees since the last meeting? Nope, seeing none. We'll move to combined consent calendar.
I'll make the motion, but I'd like to pull I-12 for a separate vote. So I'll make a motion to approve items F1 through I-15 with I-12 pulled out.
Second.
Thank you. Student trustee.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now we'll go to I-12.
And I'm just abstaining because I'm
Is it
I'm
because
on
your
here.
name's on it?
Yeah.
Motion to approve item I-12.
Second. Is there time for discussion on this? It was a good conference.
Okay. Student trustee.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
No abstain.
One abstention. Thank you. Personnel, student trustee does not vote.
Motion to approve items J1 through 4.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Move to K, action items recommended for approval.
Move to approve item K1.
I'll second.
Thank you. Student trustee,
Aye.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Item K2,
So moved to approve.
Second.
thank you. Student trustee,
Aye.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. L1 is Superintendent President's Report.
Good evening, everyone. I'm excited to report that the campus has achieved a milestone in enrollment. We ended the year with enrollment that is actually above our pre-pandemic number. Now, and we were able, through our strategic budgeting and enrollment management, I thank you, Hannah, and thank you, Jennifer and Carol, for working on that project with Laura and Ivan and everyone else. But we're able to shift some of that excess enrollment to the next fiscal year. And so think about the headwinds that we faced this last year and that we've faced in the last several years. We've had devastating fires. We've had a enrollment cliff that higher education has basically, gone off of. We have had political currents against us, ICE raids. I mean, anyone thinking about the enrollment picture for any college would have thought that we wouldn't be doing as well as we're doing. So I just wanted to thank everyone who has been a part of this, our folks in student services and outreach and recruitment, FYE. It's just been an incredible team effort. I was particularly impressed with how robust our enrollment has been this summer. I mean, this summer we have just really been knocking it out of the park. And I bump into people everywhere around Pasadena, students, parents, and they're just so impressed with the work that our staff and our faculty are doing. So I wanted to thank you all for that. And one of the featured events that is actually happening next Thursday, August 20th, from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m., and I want to make sure that everyone knows so that everyone is invited, is Rock and Roll PCC. And that's rock and roll, like enrollment. And last year, they had probably the best swag of the entire year at this event. I only got a guitar pick. I didn't get one of the cool shirts. So those of you that are interested, please make sure you participate. But it's a mini open house and resource fair. Our students are going to get help lifting holes, creating ed plans, and registering. And of course, there will be music as well. So one of those incredible programs that really helps make our students feel supported, and it's really something that is driving our success. I also wanted to express my appreciation to our facilities team, who have been working overtime to make sure that you can jam as many projects as you can into the summer, and in particular, starting in a couple of days during the break after classes end. They've converted nursing labs to new classrooms. They renovated the chemistry bungalow labs into classrooms. They've replaced HVAC systems, and the library is ready to be painted. So we continue on with our beautification process. Also wanted to just also express my appreciation to everyone that worked on the Rusnick Fellows program. that really is a model that we're making with our community partners, establishing these MOUs so that we have these programs, into the future. In particular, I do want to just mention Dr. D. You've done a great job and really appreciate your work on that project. Finally, we've really been turbocharging our math academies. And one of the areas that we've really been focusing renewed attention is in our southeast portion of our district in Rosemead and El Monte. At Muscatel Middle School, we had 260 students that enrolled in math basics through Algebra 1B. We had, at Rosemead High School, we had another 275 students that took courses from integrated math all the way through pre-calculus with trig. And interestingly enough, it was an over 87% pass rate in those academies. So all of our folks, and in particular Dr. Ramirez, who led that effort, as well as I don't know if I see Francisco's not here, but please express our appreciation to him. We also had two, great projects over the summer where we are really extending the reach of the college into our K through 12 community, not just with dual enrollment, but we actually had 70 middle schoolers spend 2 weeks on campus through a UCLA program in partnership with Pasadena City College and the YMCA of Metropolitan Los Angeles, designing model cities. They created their vision for a Pasadena future. And a lot of these students were students that were directly impacted by the fires. So they were able to learn about civic action and how to lobby and advocate on behalf of their communities that have been impacted by the fires. About half of them also took a Counseling 10 course, Intro to College. So these are middle school students that were getting a jump ahead on what will be necessary when they start high school to be able to be successful students and get into college. And it all culminated with a final presentation at UCLA, which was attended by our local Congresswoman, Representative Judy Chu. And one of the things that was really cool about this is the students earned the California Seal of Civic Engagement, which I didn't know what that was, but they actually get this seal on their diplomas by completing this program. So that was really incredible. And then, of course, the other program, and thank you to everyone who participated last week in our summer construction career program, our Skills to Rebuild initiative. We had 110 students. Actually, we started out with 110 students, and we lost only one student because the student had a family emergency overseas. But 109 of the 110 students completed the program. It was a 6-week program preparing students to help rebuild and with the recovery after the Eaton fire. Many of the participants actually, some of them actually lost their homes or were evacuated. They learned welding, machine shop, building inspection, and also construction readiness, and they were paid. So they were paid during that 6-week program. There were so many people involved in this project. We had incredible philanthropic support, but it was a true cross-campus collaboration, instruction was involved, career education, non-credit, dual enrollment, the Freeman Center, counseling, the PCC Foundation, and even people in my office. And I know I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do this because I really do appreciate everybody that worked on this. A special thank you to Vice Presidents Laura Ramirez, Vice President Salvatrice Cumo, Dean Derderian, Dean Raquel Retana Torres, Dean Suarez, Professor Zarate, Carlos Castellon, Gladys Mendez, Frank Cardenas, and in particular our sponsor, Harbor Freight Tools for Schools, that paid for this incredible program. And a super special thanks to the faculty. The faculty were extraordinary. We heard so many great comments about how much the students appreciated the faculty. Michael Rosales, Dr. Jacob Tucker, Kevin Keene, Misty Henry, Christopher Laws, and Andrew Wahe. And Misty in particular, who's our welding professor, at the beginning of the program, she was a little anxious because she had never worked with high school students before. And about like 2 weeks into it, she was just so, I mean, these were her children. I mean, she was like, I just love these students. They're just so wonderful. They're so great. And so it was really incredible to see the faculty just be so excited about this younger generation of people getting excited about their trades. So thank you to all of those folks who participated in that program. And looking ahead to the new academic year, next week we have our Flex Day next Friday. And I just wanted to let you all know that I will not be here next Friday because I am delivering my kids to college. But it's a very emotional time for me. So when I see the families walking around campus, doing the tours and everything, I sort of know what they're feeling because I'm feeling the same thing. And I am just so happy that our staff and our faculty, our trustees, everyone is just so supportive of what we do on this campus. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
I just have one question, Jose, Dr. Gomez. The date again on the Rocket and Roll, and then what time?
Are you going to be rocking and rolling?
I hope to be. That's why I'm asking.
Rocking and rolling right here. It's at 9:30 on Thursday. Is
Morning.
that correct?
Of course,
yes,
morning.
And it's going to be going till about 2-ish.
And that was August 22nd? I know you're going to send us information, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to write it down now because I'm a
It's-
kinesthetic learner.
It's next Thursday. What day is
good,
that?
Good, I'm around.
August 20th.
Perfect. All right, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
9:30 to 1. 9:30 to 1.
Sir?
But if you come a little late,
No.
they'll still rocking and rolling.
Make sure I get my cookie.
Thank you.
Rocking and enrolling.
Last year I got a tattoo.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm going to be around next week, so that's great.
We can all get matching tattoos.
Announcements by shared governance representatives and Board of Trustees. We'll begin with associated students.
Good evening, Board of Trustees and President Gomez. I'm excited to inform you that our board has been working extremely hard to fill the last 3 positions, which is VP of Student Equity, VP of Student Services, VP of Student Affairs. Our board has been working extremely hard on this while managing summer classes or getting accepted to UCLA's Triple CP scholars programs, as well as the JAM program. As JAM leaders, they've also been undergoing a lot of training. We will be away from August 17th through the 20th, undergoing more leadership training, which only gets us more prepared to serve our students for fall 2026. Today we had the privilege of introducing our new international students for their orientation, which was extremely honorable. Seeing that they're going to be enjoying our campus and everything that our campus has to provide. Tomorrow we'll be hosting the ASPCC open house mixture, where a lot of deans and faculty will be able to come mingle with our new board, seeing that we finally got the positions filled. So we're extremely excited. We're ready to serve our students for fall 2026. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Management.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start by extending congratulations to our newest managers on campus. Jamie Adams will serve as the new athletic director, and Derek Capson will be the interim supervisor of clinical placements. Welcome to PCC, Jamie and Derek. We also have a number of promotions. Tony Locke is now the interim custodial supervisor. Roberto Emmerich is now the director of facilities and construction services. Leslie Thompson is now the interim director of extension. And Nane Zaduri is now the interim director of K through 14 technical assistance. Congratulations, everyone. And now a couple of updates from managers around campus. This summer, PASS, PCC's program for academic support, led by Director Margarita Regalado Rivera, participated in a University Bridge project at UC Santa Barbara, go Gauchos, from June 23rd to the 25th. This was a transfer-focused, great opportunity for students, and it was funded by an excellence grant. PASS is an incredible program that still has open spaces for students for the 2026 to 2027 academic year. PCC and FYE were selected by the USC College Advising Corps as part of a grant to offer financial aid application support to community college and high school students around LA County. This week and next week, we have up to 18 advisors, all dedicated to working individually with students to start and complete their financial aid applications. It is not too late to apply to financial aid. In fact, it's the perfect time because a final fall tuition payment drop deadline is next Friday, August 21st. The workshops will take place in the Pathway Center, V100, next week, August 17th through the 19th, from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on each of those days, and are open to all students. Finally, on behalf of the Management Advisory Council, I'd like to acknowledge the major loss of Elaine Chapman. She was a cherished colleague, manager, and faculty member who was part of PCC's campus community for over 20 years. She was also a very active and engaged member of MAC who always contributed thoughtfully and consistently to our community of PCC managers. She will be greatly missed. This concludes our report. Thank you.
Thank you. Academic Senate.
Good evening. Some faculty are winding down from summer classes, and all of us are getting ready for fall. We are eager for a productive and network-building Flex Day next Friday, and tomorrow's Student Services Resource Fair from 1 to 2:30 right here in Creving. Our first meeting is in September. It's the 14th, with an orientation for new senators. We will establish goals for the year that have included liberation through education and servingness. We are all eager to continue to do good work this year. We are grateful to new faculty learning coordinator Juliana Sampson and the CTL lead faculty coordinator Nika Hogan for their exciting leadership in helping and supporting our faculty. And we are so eager to welcome the new faculty to the fall. In English, we've been emailing like crazy all around, so we're excited. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Student trustee.
So, we as associated students have been attending our leadership trainings. We have currently been planning Welcome Week, and we also filled the vacant positions. So as of now, we have a full AS board. We're also, like Jesus mentioned, going to our AS leadership retreat August 17th to 20th. And I'll also be attending the student trustee workshop in San Francisco, August 14th to 16th. So that's going to be really fun. I'll be meeting with other student trustees across California and seeing how we can better serve students at community college. Like Jesus mentioned, AS was invited to the International Student Orientation, which was really fun. We helped guide students, introducing them to campus. It was really early in the morning, so we were kind of mingling with them a little bit, introducing ourselves, getting them to talk to one another. And it was really fun. I even helped some students obtain off-campus housing, since I'm pretty familiar with that. So it was really nice to be able to introduce them to campus. And I also attended the Women to Women women gathering event this afternoon, which was also really fun. They had like this kind of entering fall semester event where all students could kind of just come in, get community, and also get help with anything they needed with classes. So that was pretty cool. And so that's what I've been doing as of this month.
Thank you. Trustee Kwong?
Okay. I was able to go to the Junior Clippers kickoff basketball tournament that was held here at PCC. This was an alliance with the Crowell Family YMCA in South Pasadena, who did not have athletic facilities to host their sports program. And they had reached out to me to help them advocate for getting athletic facilities here at PCC. So thank you to Dr. Gomez and also to the dean, who was able to facilitate, negotiate, and to consummate an agreement to allow the youth program to take place. So I went to the Junior Clippers game, and I saw a lot of 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds playing basketball. And PCC lowered the hoop that was still too tall for me, and they ran the course, and their uniforms are really big so that they can grow into them to save money. And it was very inspiring to see, because our facilities are phenomenal, and to have parents and youngsters who don't have access to the facilities in South Pasadena at the YMCA to come here and to be completely impressed and bowled over at the quality of our facilities, and to be able to enjoy it and to participate was really a very touching experience. So thank you to everyone that made that happen.
Thank you.
I almost forgot the other thing that's happening. I think it's next week, right, Laura? Is the YMCA, the Rams, and the Chargers are coming to campus. Same concept. The Y didn't have space. It's a huge flag football thing that's going on. Is it the whole weekend or just one day? One day, yeah, but there's going to be like professional football players there, and it's for, we are starting. We have now a women's flag football team, so we're going to have kids coming from all over Southern California to this big event here at PCC. So
that's wonderful.
So thank you for helping us get that.
Sure,
here.
you're welcome.
I am a huge Rams fan since I was born, so you're getting invited? Anyway,
You're there?
that's great. I'm around.
Trustee Aragon?
There's my intro. Thank you. Happy summer to everyone. We're in the midst of this wonderful heat. I just want to say, for our student trustee, I'm so glad that you're going up to the Bay Area if you haven't been before, and please enjoy that 68-degree weather. I love it up there. I went to school up there and I lived up there, so hopefully when you all are up there, maybe you'll get a chance to tour around, maybe see some of the universities. So I'm so glad you're doing that. I also attended the Construction Career Program Culmination Celebration over in our Foothill campus. I know some of my colleagues went with me. It was wonderful to see those students. Of course, that's going to happen. It was wonderful to see the students involved. I just hope that we continue to cultivate those relationships with those students so that they can know about our associate programs and our transfer programs. So I'm really glad that we're making those relationships happen for those young people. It was really wonderful to see that. The last thing I have here is that I want to thank the foundation and Mr. Cardenas in particular for supporting the Leah event that we had a table of 10. There were staff, faculty, and students for the fundraiser for the Leah. And so I just want to thank the foundation and the college for their continued support and to build the bridges between Leah and our community colleges to support our community college to support our students. So thank you very much for that.
You want to tell us what Leah is?
It's the Latino Equality Alliance, which supports our LGBT community, our youth, LGBTQ+. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Chen Lao?
I have nothing to report.
Thank you. Trustee Wong?
Thank you. Well, I just wanted to begin by saying thank you to everyone on campus, not just for the successful summer term that we've just are concluding, but also certainly as we come back for the fall. So welcome back to our students. I'm excited for participating in more What Huts and feeling that excitement of that back to school energy again. So welcome back. I attended a few events recently that I just wanted to highlight a couple. One, I wanted to congratulate the Arcadia Chinese Association for their recent reorganization of their board leadership. They continue to provide really dedicated volunteer and community engagement programming and services for our community in the city of Arcadia, and continue to be really dedicated to uplifting Chinese American voices in our region. I also had the opportunity to sit on a panel with Trustee Liu for API's Mobilize, which is an incredible leadership development organization led by the incomparable Dr. Annie Lam. And this is a program that this is now in the second year of working with Pasadena City College. Many thanks to Dr. Koi Dang and Linda for all of their work, and this time partnering with Cal State LA in delivering just really robust leadership programming for AA and HPI students, Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander students, half of whom, and I think Dr. Gomez mentioned this last time in his last report, but half of whom were PCC students and half of whom were Cal State LA students that were also mostly PCC students, and so, or former PCC students. And so that was really incredible to be able to speak to them about their experiences. So I just wanted to thank Dr. Annie Lam for continuing to partner with us, and Quay and Linda for all their ongoing work in uplifting our student body. And last, I just wanted to mention that, recently I had the opportunity to join the AAPI LEAD convening, which was a convening of Asian American Pacific Islander elected officials across the country, actually. And so it was really incredible to be in community with other leaders from across the nation, this time in Los Angeles. And we had the opportunity to just build community in a way that I don't think is often possible. So that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Silver?
Thank you. I was privileged to be the trustee representative to observe the Board of Governors. The league sends one trustee every Board of Governors meeting, and I was there at their July meeting. Very interesting. They're the super board. They're the huge, important board. They're the ones that distribute the money that the state of California allocates to the California Community College system. And they are appointed by the governor, so many of them do not know the community college system, and they're not steeped in it. So at this meeting, which I understand is different from most, there were many, many presentations from colleges around the state on all different topics as a way to educate the Board of Governors about what we do. And they came away, each of them said, with so much more knowledge about why they do what they do, which will only benefit us. And one day, I think we should have a PCC delegation up to present one day. I also met with a student who is in a fascinating program we have here at PCC, one on underwater robotics. We supported a team of students to create an underwater robot, sadly not in our pool, one day. And they took their robot lovingly and competed against four-year colleges. I believe maybe in all the competition there was one other community college. There were some glitches, but all in all, they did well. They learned so much, and they're going to go back next year and knock the socks off of the competition. Also attended the summer construction program culmination. What a joy to see student after student. Many family members were there, so proud of their students. And I was so proud to see a significant number of young women participating, and may we continue that. This is a path for a good living wage for all, and may it be an open way to earn a living for all. Attended the Temple City Chamber of Commerce Legislative Luncheon, where Representative Judy Chu spoke. And a highlight of the month was last week, I had the honor of speaking before a group of young men who were in the construction trades and were brought together to hear about what PCC has to offer. And I cannot tell you how eager they were for PCC to move in the trades. Some of them, the work is on again, off again, as there's work coming, but these young men needed jobs today. It was all young men. And some of them worked on our library. I think one worked on Serafian. So that as we put together the program, please let's move with urgency, because there are people depending on us to provide the programs that they need to earn a living for themselves and a family. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. Trustee Liu?
Thank you. It is surprising that summer's coming quickly to an end, even though the weather is still very warm. But I wanted to thank everyone on campus for running wonderful summer programs, not only on PCC's campus, but also in our district, especially the Math Academy. Throughout the entire summer, I just heard glowing reviews from so many people in Rosemead and El Monte. So I want to thank everyone who made that possible from PCC. I also wanted to thank Jessica Perez del Toro for the invitation to come speak to Pasadena's Partnership for Success again this summer. Dean Tamika Alexander, myself, and Caroline Lee dropped by one of the programs to speak to a group of incoming PCC students in the fall, studying across multiple disciplines, and it was just really inspiring to hear a little bit more about their stories and share about the wonderful programs we have at PCC and chart out their career at PCC to get them to their next steps in their career. I also, speaking of the Temple City Chamber, just started my tenure as the board chair for the Temple City Chamber of Commerce. I look forward to connecting the small business community with a lot of the support that we have at PCC. I know many of us on this dais were supported by small businesses, including many that are family and parents ran as well. So looking forward to the upcoming year to be able to give back to that community in Temple City. And that concludes my report.
Thank you. I want to begin by sharing some appreciation. As many of you know, it's been a trying time over the last few months for me, changes and movement. So I really appreciate the support I've been given by PCC, by staff, administrators, and folks at PCC. And we've had to accomplish some very large tasks as a board over the last few months. So I really want to express my appreciation to my fellow board members for the support on getting the important things done that we've needed to do for the last few months. So I wanted to get that out there, that I appreciate all the help that I've been given and that we've done as a team. So thank you. I was also very impressed by the graduation of the API Mobilize Leadership Program. It was a wonderful event, and it's so impressive, that group of PCC students and Cal State LL students that achieved that graduation goal. So that was a wonderful event. I'm looking forward to welcoming the students back to Muir next week, so that will be a great start for their next session. Looking forward to that. I've been involved with an API labor group and given a series of trainings on labor organizing and history of labor, using an OWL camera, which I find really frustrating to use. So I appreciate now faculty that have to deal with these remote access trainings with OWL cameras. But I'm happy to have been able to give some labor trainings. So I'm looking forward to the new year, and wishing the best for all the students and faculty and staff in this coming year. So that concludes my report. Proposed future board business meeting dates. Changes? Hearing none. Proposed future agenda items? Hearing none. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
We adjourn at 7:35. Wait.